What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and I got some quick news about Final Fantasy IX, the remake. So I've been talking about Final Fantasy IX since last year, ever since the Nvidia leak. So if you guys remember, there was a leak from Nvidia of the upcoming games that were in development, and a lot of those games that were on the list actually came true. So God of War, Kingdom Hearts 4, and we actually got a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, right? So it became true. Final Fantasy 16, I believe it was on the list, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Final Fantasy, and a whole bunch of other titles that actually came true. There was the Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered. A lot of those leaks were actually true, and Final Fantasy IX Remake was actually on the list as well. So we actually got confirmation from a gaming journalist. His name is Jeff Grubb. And in case you don't know who Jeff Grubb is, if you never heard of him, Jeff Grubb is basically just, a media news journalist. He's a gaming journalist, right? This is his Twitter account if you want to look at his stuff, just as actual proof that this is true. And here I am at mynintendonews.com. It says Jeff Grubb reconfirms Final Fantasy IX Remake in development at Square Enix. So it is in the making, right? And it says Square Enix Final Fantasy Remake hasn't been the best kept secret. Yeah, it really hasn't. Like, it really has not been the best kept secret. Like, we kind of figured it out pretty easily. It says, as rumors have been swirling for a few months now that the magical Final Fantasy IX is the next Final Fantasy game on the charts for the remake treatment at the Japanese developer. Game journalist and insider Jeff Grubb has reiterated claims that Final Fantasy IX is in active development, though he said that the remake of Final Fantasy can compare to the scale of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So it is going to be a remake. It's going to get a remake, but it's not going to be like Final Fantasy VII. They're not going to like rebuild the entire like Kingdom of Alexandria. But it's just going to have better graphics and it's going to be more like Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core than Final Fantasy VII Remake, So it's going to be big, but it's not going to be as big. Right, it says Final Fantasy Grubb went on to say that it will use the ATB turn-based system. So yes, it will be a turn-based Final Fantasy. So for those of you that were saying turn-based combat is dead, not completely. It's just not as popular as it used to be. It's still very much alive. It's just, action RPGs are more popular now than turn-based. And the reason why a lot of companies are just going into the action RPG, route is because a lot of people just don't have the patience for turn-based. So action RPGs speak to more people when it comes to gameplay. It says the classic won't change drastically, but it will still feel good, and it isn't simply an HD remaster. So, yeah. So it's basically going to be more like Crisis Core, where like it's a whole remake. The graphics looks better. They added some new things to the battle system, and it's just overall visually more pleasing. But it's still going to be a turn-based. They might add one or two things to it. Like, they might add some new magic. They might add some new weapons, some new equipment. They might, add something to the Chocobo game, something like that. But the adventure's still going to be the same, But I can't wait to see it. Like, there are parts in Final Fantasy IX that I would love to see, remade with new graphics. Like when Odin destroys Clara, or when Bahamut attacks Alexandria, or Kuja, when Kuja destroys, that home, that other planet, those scenes, those cutscenes are absolutely fantastic, and that's what made Final Fantasy worthwhile playing. And it's one of my favorites next to Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, remake in development, and it's confirmed it will be, turn-based. So whatever your thoughts are, comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy Matrix. Godspeed.